let us look at the graph of y equal to 1 over x plus 3. So in this case, our denominator, which is x plus 3, may not be 0. So x may not be negative 3. So that means our p-value, which is minus 3, cannot be in the domain. So I take that out. Again, because of the numerator, which is 1, I cannot have y is unequal to 0 for all x. So in this case, my range will be again r without 0. I cannot have an answer of 0. So my vertical asymptote will be x equal to minus 3, and my horizontal asymptote will be y equal to 0, or the x-axis. If I take my lines of symmetry, it's actually very easy. I take whatever is in the denominator, which in this case is x plus 3. This is the one, and the other one is minus x plus 3. And this will be the blue slanted lines. We will look at that just now. And because the k is positive, k is equal to 1, it's positive, so we are again in our first and third quadrants. And then if we want to find the coordinates of the vertices, then we will solve hyperbola. So this is where the axis of symmetry meets the hyperbola. So this is where x plus 3 is equal to 1 over x plus 3. That will give me x plus 3 square equal to 1. So I can solve that by just say x plus 3 is equal to plus or minus 1. There's a danger that you will forget the plus or minus. There's another way to solve it. I will show you just now. So in this case, I will have x is equal to minus 3 plus 1, or minus 3 minus 1. So that gives me minus 2, or x equal to minus 4. So if x is equal to minus 2, then y is equal to minus 2 plus 3. That's the easiest to solve. So that gives me plus 1. If x is equal to negative 4, then y is equal to minus 4 plus 3. That is equal to negative 1. So minus 2 and plus 1 goes together, and minus 4 and minus 1 goes together. So in this case, it's the blue graph is the green graph shifted 3 units to the left, because our p-value is equal to minus 3 is less than 0. That's why we shifted to the left. Here I have my mother graph. This is y equal to 1 over x. And I've moved my vertex 3 units to the left, and my e is minus 2 plus 1. I've calculated it just now. And if I look on this side, this is my vertex of the 1 over x in my third quadrant, and I've moved 1, 2, 3 units to the left to get to the point f, which we calculated minus 4 minus 1. So let us look at the axis of symmetry. Here we had y equal to x, and now 1, 2, 3 units to get to this one, which is y equal to x plus 3, and this one I can take any point, so let us take a point here, 1, 2, 3 units, and this is my line y equal to minus x plus 3, which is equal to minus x minus 3. And you will see that minus 3, this is where it goes through at minus 3. And what we forgot to mention here, our horizontal asymptote is the x-axis. This line here is y equal to 0, and this broken line here is the line x equal to minus 3. So this is horizontal shifts. The one was to the right and this one is to the left. Let me just show you another way. We had this x plus 3 equal to 1 just now. We had x plus 3 squared equal to 1. We can expand it, then we get x squared plus 6x plus 9, and then we get a new equation, x squared plus 6x plus 8. If we factorize that, we get the two values, x equal to minus 4, x equal to minus 2. This is a safer way to solve that equation, and it helps you to remember the plus or minus 1, so you will not lose some of your answers.